Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Tracy Sellers. So, have you ever wondered what does it take to stay fresh in the world of agriculture? Well, one dried fruit company thinks they have found the answer, and they would know. They've been going strong in the business for more than a century now. This time of year, there's only one thing on Marysville farmer Sam Nevis's mind: getting his fruit off the tree. Just like any other farmer, getting his harvest in and on time is crucial, even though you won't be seeing these plums in the produce section of the market. That's because you'll be seeing them as dried plums, otherwise known as prunes. And there's no better place for finding some of the best dried plums than this area. Did you know the state's greatest dried plum production actually happens here in the Sacramento and San Joaquin valleys? Farmers here produce more dried plums than the rest of the world combined.
Right now we're looking at French prunes about to be harvested. And what I look for to see if they're ripe or not is color. We test for sugar. We look at overall fruit development. And this tree is ready to be harvested.
Here they are harvesting 96 tons of fruit a day. So to be efficient, almost all of the harvesting is done by machines now. A mechanical shaker grabs a tree's main limb and in a matter of seconds shakes the fruit onto a fabric-catching frame spread underneath. From there, it's a quick conveyor ride to bins destined for the dehydrator. And just in case you are wondering, they're prunes in the field and dried plums after they've gone to the dehydrator. Step in the life of a prune soon to become a dried plum happens here at the nearby dehydrator. Here the fruit is thoroughly washed and then placed on large wooden trays. Then the fruit is wheeled into these huge ovens where the temperature reaches upwards of 185 degrees. And in a matter of hours, 18 to be exact, voila, you've got dried plums. Then they're off to the next stop, to the largest family-owned global producer of dried fruit in the world, the Marianis Fruit Company in Vacaville.
My grandfather came here when he was only 16 years old and decided that he had an opportunity to have a better living here in California, and came from Yugoslavia and got into the agricultural business. So that was over 104 years ago.
And now, more than a century later, and it's Mark Mariani and his children, Michael, Christopher, and Natalie, who literally have grown up in the dried fruit business, that are carrying on the family tradition of marketing some of the Golden State's best fruit. At their headquarters, trained personnel inspect the fruit, grade it for size, and then package it. And speaking of which, Mark's dad was actually the first to package dried fruit in a completely different way.
As you go into a produce area, you take a look and you touch and feel and you see the product. And we just couldn't understand why our competitors want to put it behind a bag that you can't see. And so he said, let's put it in a visible bag. The consumer can see it. And that's been a philosophy we've had since 1950.
In addition to those dried plums, they now have a complete line of dried fruit and even dry produce for trail mixes and popular cereals as well. They are processing about 100 million pounds of fruit a year here, so quality is of the utmost importance. And for that, they rely on farmers like Sam to keep the family tradition going.
We find that, the best growers in the world are from California. They have the best technology, the best practices. They're committed to the business. They don't look at it as a commodity. They all have an interest of value added. And when you combine all that, you will have the best product out there.
I'm proud to be a Mariani grower because it gives what you do a good feeling. I mean, you wake up in the morning, you're like, I can do this and grow a good crop and provide it to the area and put it out there in a nice pack, and makes you feel good.
So another member of the family, Natalie here. Now, Natalie, what do you do for the company? What's your job?
I have been fortunate enough, I worked in the company a little bit before I had my child, my son. And then I got to come back and be a spokesperson.
Oh, good.
And
Okay.
share delicious recipes and do a little bit of online things for them. So
That's great, because I think people think of dried fruit and they think of maybe, oh, just trail mix or snacking, but I mean, look at all this stuff we have here. This is amazing.
exactly. I mean, I think that's what we really want to communicate to our customers, that dried fruit is so much more than snacking.
Yeah.
You have, obviously, you have all the baked goods, delicious baked goods. We've got
those look great.
orange cranberry poppy seed muffins and granola bars. But not only that, you can do main dishes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can do a pork loin roast like we do for our holidays as a family.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a family tradition now, which we love. We do a plum stuffed ravioli, which with ricotta cheese and parmesan and sage butter.
Oh, wow.
Which is delicious because you have the savory and the sweet.
Who knew?
We've got a ham and a plum kind of a chutney.
Oh, that
Go with
looks
which is
good.
delicious. And what's really fun is we get feedback from our customers. So, for example, we have a plum cake that a customer sent in as her grandma's favorite recipe and shared it with us, and then we put that on our website and share it with our customers.
Oh, that's neat.
So there's so many things you can do with dried fruit. We've got, today we made a smoothie. I make smoothies for my son at
Oh, I
home.
love that idea.
And we put it in a sippy cup, and he
I
loves
prefer a
it.
sippy cup too, but we don't have one today, so we'll make do with this.
It's just a tall glass
Right.
today.
Hopefully I can drink out of this. I'll try a little, right?
Yeah, try a little
Okay.
bit. And what's fun about dried fruit is that you don't have to have fresh fruit at home. You can have the
Oh,
dried
wow.
fruit that's shelf stable, doesn't
Yeah.
spoil in your
That's
cabinet,
good.
and make a fresh smoothie with it.
That's
which is,
really good.
Which is nutritious and great for your family, you know?
Now, if you do want to do trail mix, you have a really neat idea here.
Yes,
and I'll start
this is a
building my
really
own.
fun snack idea with dried fruit. We mix any kind of nuts or seeds or dried fruit that we're feeling that day.
Okay.
You can do
Feeling the berries today.
feeling that we have berries today. My son loves the berries.
Oh,
we
good.
do tropicals. You can throw yogurt raisins in there, which gives a
Oh,
little bit
that's
of
cute.
creaminess.
These are cute.
Yeah,
Little blueberries. Those are healthy.
Delicious.
Some nuts.
High in antioxidants.
So you can really tailor this for whoever you're giving this gift to, which is kind of
Absolutely.
neat. You know,
Yes,
if they don't
absolutely.
like walnuts.
That's right. You
Will
can make
do.
it super healthy, or you can add a little chocolate and be a little indulgent.
Gotta be
you
a
know?
little indulgent, just a few there, right? Okay.
And then what's fun is once you mix it all up, you can put it in an airtight container, save it on your shelf, and it's ready for whoever wants to snack on it. But the other fun thing is like you're making little gift packages.
Yeah.
So like the
cute.
holidays, you know, you can go to a party and you have something delicious and nutritious and fun to bring
Yeah.
to family and friends. So dried fruit is there's a lot of options, you know, and all you do is get a little creative. And of course, all these recipes are on our website, so you can
Cool.
see them anytime.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome.